Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Edge and CEO at 401 at Trow, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of last week's stories and select the 5 most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, after noting in a recent column that PEP formation is down this year and asking whether they are a panacea or a passing fad, Voya announced the first PEP aimed at 403B plans in collaboration with Platinum 401k as the PPP and Leaf House as the 338. Voya has been a leader in the MEP market with the American Bar Association plan, one of the largest and long-standing. And Transamerica has been more prolific in recently announcing a PEP deal with Smart, whose parent is the leader in PEP-like plans in the UK, and recently switched their US business model from record keeper to managed account provider. The 403B market is getting a lot of attention lately, with the GAO admonishing the DOL about their 403B educational materials, while the heat is on regulators to allow them to use CITs. Interesting to see if Voya's 403B PEP gets traction. Next story, Vestwell announced the purchase of Gratify, a student loan debt provider from Morgan Stanley, who had inherited the company when it acquired E-Trade. Vestwell partners with Morgan Stanley to offer low-cost record keeping for smaller plans. While some question whether student loan payment programs will generate revenue and is a good business model, it has been blessed in Secure 2.0, and one wirehouse noted that their student loan program through Candidly is their #1 engagement tool. And how much is engagement worth, especially with Henry's? Next story, a National Bureau of Economic Research study indicated that some sectors of the employee population are willing to give up significant wages for access to 401k plans. Using a combination of data from online job listings, resumes, and plan filings, plus online surveys, the Bureau found that workers, especially younger and higher compensated ones, are willing to forgo 3.4% of income to get access to a match, and an additional 1.6% for every 1% of match. Overall, 90% would give up some compensation. Meanwhile, employers are reducing eligibility investing periods, with the PSCA noting recently that 44% are now offering immediate vesting. As the gig economy grows and the war for talent continues, 401k plans may be a way for employers to recruit and retain, as many people are concerned about saving for retirement. Next story, market volatility, inflation, and the fear of outliving savings has made Americans less confident, with 30% delaying retirement, according to BlackRock's Read on Retirement survey. The top 3 findings include: 1, there's more interest in retirement income, with 71% indicating they would save more if guaranteed options were available, while more employers are willing to help but unsure how. 2, growing interest in active management. And 3, greater use of auto features. The report indicates a greater need for education and guidance, though some experts suggest that only advice and do-it-for-me solutions will have a significant impact. Finally, has the advisor M&A market peaked? That's the opinion of DeVoe, a leading RIA M&A banker, which showed the first decline in deals in a decade this past quarter and 10% down overall this year, due in part to higher interest rates, inflation, and market uncertainty. The deal pipelines for 33% of buyers are smaller, as are the size of the firms being acquired, with RPA aggregators along with smaller RIA firms stepping up. PE firms are still interested, especially in RPAs that have access to tens of millions of participants. So those were the most important stories from the past week. I listed a few others I thought were worth reading. Please let me know if I missed anything or if you have any comments. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking with you next week on 401k Real Talk.